feel like a cabaret opening might be appropriate for this one.
Cabaret opening, okay, well, I only know what good is sitting alone in your room. Come hear the music play, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, so this was the Lost Weekend, episode 10, which, to be fair, that title could also apply to our little stint of binging Riverdale, but I digress. So, this was a step up from the last one, I think. I wasn't just utterly destroyed.
This was a rebalancing episode, I think.
Yeah, a rebalancing.
There were many who took a step down, some who took a step up, and all around mess.
Yeah, so, 'twas the day of Jughead's birth, and all through Riverdale, people were wondering why no invitations were regaled. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
That's probably for the best, because for Dale you'd obviously want to use mail as the rhyme.
Damn it!
Or kale.
No invitations were kale? Oh, okay. No invitations were mailed, yeah. Okay, but yeah, no. Jughead's birthday is here. Jughead doesn't like his birthday because he's like, my entire life is so messed up.
Traumatic childhood.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, and, one day...
Arbitrary one day a year we had to be together as a happy family.
Yeah.
And it was all a lie.
Pretty much. So Betty being,
Betty.
yes, decides to throw him a surprise party, which then gets crashed by Cheryl, who's in full bitch mode. And Kev? No.
Chuck?
Chuck, yeah.
The asshole from the rape episode.
Yep.
From the sticky maple.
Yeah.
Sticky Mayball. No.
Yeah. So, yeah, they crash it. They crash the party. They bring pretty much most of the school body, and things go, as the British say, snooker loopy. So,
I've only ever heard Yahtzee say that.
He's British, I think. British born Australian? I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, who wants to take it away? Because...
Well, this is the most self-conscious we've ever seen Jughead. Like, this is... trying to... Archie and Betty trying to evolve him past the two friends phase to... we include Veronica and Kevin, and...
Then Kevin brings Joaquin.
Yes, that was Southside Serpent boyfriend's name, Joaquin.
And Betty invites his father.
And they're like, this is it, inner circle only. And Jughead says, but my inner circle is all of 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Both of whom I'd rather be at the movies with or at Pop's Diner rather than here in this situation. Which is then augmentedly worse by Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yep.
But let's face it, life is augmentedly worse by Cheryl.
I think that would be her perfume. Augmentedly worse.
By Cheryl.
Oh man, if I had actual fans, they'd have a fake ad made like that.
Get on it.
Please.
It would probably be something like cherry blossoms mixed with raw ambergris.
No, mixed with maple syrup.
I guess, yeah.
Except that actually sounds mildly pleasant.
But that's why it's so sweet.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
she applies
sickeningly
a
sweet
new...
before it kills you.
Pretty much.
I've gotten to the point where I don't believe Cheryl actually wipes off her lipstick before she applies another layer. She just goes layer after layer after layer.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
that's the only...
just keeps growing.
Exactly.
Yes, we are reaching triple C thick levels. That's how that works, right?
No idea.
No.
The thicker something gets, the more C's you add, right?
No.
Well, then why is it that the thick is with 2 C's when it's normally a CK?
Because people
Are you
don't know
quoting
how to
a meme?
spell for shit.
Are you quoting a terribly spelled meme?
I
Colin.
don't.
No! No! I've already said no to you for
Colin,
this. No!
there is the door. You are allowed to leave right the fuck now. No.
I did not realize that
No.
thick was for Poulton in our videos. I will take care in the future. Oh, it's late at night.
Allow me to say, fuck no, with 2 C's.
Okay. Point taken. So, ignoring the thickness,
So they host the party at Archie's place while his dad is out finalizing the divorce with his mother.
yeah.
They finally used the word. They finally used the word divorce.
They used the D word.
Now we just have to get them to say abortion.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the party, Archie gets beer thrown on him by Valerie,
Because he's drunk trying to get back with her.
and she's going, "No way in fucking hell, Archie Andrews, get the fuck away from me." And she throws her beer on him, and the next thing we know, he's falling into bed and drunk dialing his dad, saying, "Please don't sign the divorce papers."
Why? Suddenly, Archie turned into Kermit there.
Oh no.
Please don't sign the divorce papers. Yeah, I think with that scene, it's safe to say Archie's collaborations with the Pussycats have come to an end.
I would say so, yes.
That bridge has been burned and then sloshed with beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
And then set on fire.
Yeah, again. Well, if it's enough proof, then it will... Yeah. So then... I guess then the big part, I mean, unless we want to go over the fight between Betty and Jughead, which I think stands fairly well on its own. You read a lot of, like, autism spectrum, Asperger's, or just, general introvertedness.
I still want to acknowledge the fact that Jughead acknowledges his own hat's stupidity.
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever seen me not wearing this stupid hat? It's weird.
Yeah. No,
That's almost word for word what he said.
Yeah. This and another scene later, it makes me think that one of the Riverdale writers just snapped and just was like, yeah, it's all stupid. Jughead's hat's stupid.
We're gonna break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Either that or Strauss just decided he was tired of playing Jughead as serious mopey guy and wanted to make him serious crazy guy instead for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And they decided, you know what? That's better than what we wrote. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to think that the punch to Chuck's face was also not scripted. He just did it.
Wow.
Then I'd be like, yes.
Yeah. So Cheryl decides we're not going to let Jughead leave. We're going to have a Truth or Dare episode where we talk about all the main characters' sins.
But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not. It's like truth or sin, right?
Which is weird because there's no real sinning going on.
But
choices.
Instead of asking someone if they want to tell the truth or not, it's basically just all the popular kids looking at Veronica, Betty, and Archie and saying, "This is what we know to be true because we overheard it in this context Let me tell you why your daddy is terrible, Veronica.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you why you're terrible, Betty, and let me tell you why your dad's terrible, Jughead, and let me tell you why Archie slept with his teacher. We don't actually know the why, but we know that, and now everybody else does too.
Oh man.
It was just a big secret reveal. Yay!
Yeah, and of course, with all these shots fired, Veronica hits back with the twincest thing. She pretty much just accuses
Cheryl.
Yeah, no. They got it for me. I mean, in fairness, she didn't deny it, but then again, that's a slippery slope.
I mean, she
it
did
was
seem
admirable on
awfully
Archie's part,
jealous
but,
of Polly's pregnant pump.
Yeah, and she said she shed actual tears under the accusation.
Oh, snap.
But then again, well, I can imagine
She
a lot of
could
people.
have, like, brought to mind the scent of an onion. I don't know. I don't know how any of that works.
That actual brought to mind the scent of an onion. That sounds like either bad poetry or a really weird parody of Scent of a Woman.
I mean, I am
That's
creative writing
closer
major,
to
so you're
Scent of an Ogre, I think.
Scent of an ogre.
We ogres are like onions.
I don't know, man.
We've got layers.
No one else has layers. Parfaits. You know, you ever met a man who said, everybody likes parfaits.
Have you ever met someone who said no to a parfait?
Okay.
Parfaits are delicious.
And in the morning, I'm making muffins.
So, as the sin fest escalates, note this is not everyone else's sins in this party that Cheryl invited everyone to. It's just Cheryl, Betty, Veronica, Archie, and Jughead.
You mean it's just the main, like, group?
Yeah.
Just the main core.
It's almost like we're focusing on the main people and everyone else are just extras.
Pretty, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
My
this
mind
is,
is blown, you guys.
But this is one of those rare instances where one of those extras gets to shine. Because Jughead lashes out at Chuck, Chuck retaliates, and then Jughead's dad steps in.
Oh yeah, Jughead's dad, the gang leader, is the responsible adult.
He's the only adult and the most responsible person at this party because after Jughead slugs Chuck in the face and then Chuck punches Jughead into like a snack table, Jughead's dad comes in, pulls Chuck away, and Jughead just like storms out of the
Pulls
house.
him outside and throws him away.
Yup.
Yeah,
Party's over, go home.
pretty much.
How is the gang leader the most responsible person in that building?
That is a good question. So then everybody leaves, and Jughead's like, I'm out of here now too.
Hey guys, I'm a gun him.
And
Except
his
he
dad
doesn't
was
have
like, you're going back in there and, you know, consoling your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Jughead's like, it's not gonna work out. Meh. Back to being emo. Meh. And then he does, because if he didn't care, he wouldn't have slugged Chuck across the face.
Yeah.
Then everyone goes home, FP goes to his car, only to be confronted by Betty's mom.
Neighborhood Watch Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that's...
Neighborhood Watch President Alice Cooper.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Sure, why not?
I just thought we called it Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window.
So they're standing there talking, and through their brief but heated conversation, it is revealed that Alice Cooper lived on the other side of the tracks, and that she was once a Southside servant. Dun dun dun!
Let me see if I can pull my inner Hamilton here. No. Oh,
All the way from London. Damn!
in his own house.
His own house. Damn.
But yes, the plot thickens. Uptight, moral zealot Alice Cooper wasn't always so moral. One has to wonder if she didn't, put the stick up her butt when she started dating,
Abercrombie and Slouch?
Yes. But, that's not the really juicy part of the episode. The juicy part is, who wants to tell this part?
Go for it.
Archie and Veronica.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. That is the only time I said, damn, it must be good to be Archie. Because let's face it, you'd never say that any time else.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Archie's like sitting there revealing, man, Veronica, I just drunk texted my dad, told him not to go through with
drunk dialed him.
Yeah.
It's because that dude had got to hear it firsthand. Oh man, that's gonna lead to some awkward questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunk called his dad, said, Dad, please don't sign the papers. And then Veronica was like, yeah, I'm going through some stuff too. Archie's like, yeah, yours is worse. Veronica's like, yeah. And then Archie kisses her.
Veronica looks a little shocked and then goes back in.
Yep.
Colin.
I'm so sorry,
Do
Catbugs.
you and Catbug want to be alone?
Nah, it's okay. It's just a game we play. That means nothing. Move on. Please move on.
I don't know, Colin. I'm not sure we can after that.
Look, okay, Catbug just plays younger on TV.
That's not making any of this better. Hey, Bradley.
What?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how serious is Colin's relationship with Catbug?
Well, they haven't got past the third date as far as I know.
And you've lived together for what, 2 years now? Something like that?
I'm occasionally gone also, so he could be hiding it.
Sometimes I take the opportunity when you're not here, Bradley, to just forget clothes.
Yeah, everyone sort of knows that one.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently 75% of people do that. That was the weirdest. What was it? The spy Jackbox game. That was the weirdest answer. I messed up.
Man, I vaguely remember that. Now I don't feel so special. Okay, so
Yeah, by the way, I estimated that at about 25%. You all got super high scores by saying no. By saying I was really wrong.
Yeah. But, so, let's hope that for Archie, third time's a charm. You know something.
I'm not telling you guys anything.
Okay.
You gotta finish the show.
Okay, well, something's gonna happen, because there's 3 episodes left and there's gonna be a second season.
Season 2.
Well, who knows? Maybe someone else will die. Maybe Cheryl will die. Anyway, I think I'm getting a little morbid and desperate with my jokes.
I mean, with our luck, it'll be Polly who dies, and then they're trying to. The Coopers and Blossoms are going to spend their time kidnapping the babies.
Assuming one of them doesn't eat them.
Yeah.
But remember, Polly is expecting twins.
Yep.
According to Gypsy Grandma Blossom.
And an official medical test.
From Nana Blossom's crystal?
No. They mentioned it last episode. It was it's like, oh, they took me to the doctor. I am having twins. But yeah, Nana Blossom's weird crystal reading was weird.
Yeah, that was strange.
I mean, then again, this is the person who confused Betty for Polly, but
I mean, Betty confused Betty for Polly for an episode, for part of an episode.
which got referenced today. Apparently, Betty has some Hulk issues.
That's the secret, Chuck. I'm always angry.
If I were working on this program, I would be too.
Yeah. But, yeah, so, and of course the big thing at the end was, apparently, we never got to hear it, but apparently Archie made a really good case to his dad, because he comes home the following morning, thankfully everything's cleaned up, and,
Things are freshly mopped and swept, and all the recycling's out.
and in comes Fred with Mrs. Andrews. And Archie's just like,
Mom!
maybe I should.
Mom, you look surprisingly more like Cheryl than I remember.
God fucking damn it.
Oh my god.
It would not surprise me overly much if she were, like, Blossom Branch family.
Oh my fuck. Okay.
I mean, dad hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, wait. Is Archie's dad redheaded?
No.
Okay.
It's a recessive gene.
Yeah, but, well, I mean, look at Calvin's parents from Calvin and Hobbes. They both have dark hair, and somehow that kid's sported spiky blondes. Or my nephews, who my brother is super dark haired, his wife is dirty blonde, and they both have straw colored hair.
I mean, my dad's dirty blonde, my mom's brunette. My
Yeah.
dad's still dirty blonde.
Yeah, recessive genes aren't as recessive as we're making them as they've been made out to be.
Well, I mean, that's not... They're not as uncommon. Their expression is not uncommon. But, you know, both my parents are right-handed. Both me and my brother are left-handed, so...
Is that genetic?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Left-handedness is a recessive trait.
Nice.
So, my brother and I are a 1 in 16th chance of
Okay.
genetic pairing.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. So, what else is there to say about Riverdale? I mean, well, this episode.
Can we talk about how creepy it was when Betty sang happy birthday to Joe?
Yes, please.
Oh, God.
That was like super creepy.
And they got these head-on shots with both of them. I feel like that was supposed to represent how creepy Jughead found it, but
When he goes
Well,
into
it worked.
Shyamalan vision.
yeah, when he goes into Shyamalan vision.
And then, bless him, Jughead acknowledges how creepy it was!
It's like, wow,
That was
that
haunting.
was, yes,
That was haunting.
Not like
And
any of his friends could have joined in to make it less creepy.
But, as haunting as it is, he was also aroused. Because he said, I really wish we were alone right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
wow. Well, the last time we see Betty and Jughead this episode, they're reconciling at Pop's Diner, so who knows? Maybe Betty made him an extra good milkshake when they got home.
Really?
What?
That's what you're going with?
Hey, you know what? If the Mario games can use baking Mario a cake as something, this is exactly what I'm going with, okay? They get the milkshakes at Pop's. I'm sticking with the milkshakes.
I vote we leave all the references and jokes and stuff to David.
Denied, but okay.
That's that. We are in a democracy here, sir.
It's like they said here, we're in a democratic society, which... Oh, right!
Which results in cheerleader dance-off!
Yeah. Yeah, what to say about that?
If Cheryl has...
Veronica.
And apparently Cheryl has social handmaidens.
Is this a thing that...
Consider this your last practice as River Vixens, and henceforth you are fired for being my social handmaidens. Just like,
I don't think anyone would ever put it that bluntly. Actually, you know what? I think that speaks to a problem with the series. It's very overwritten, if you get my meaning.
There is way too much content for the amount of actual information they're giving you.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to make Jane Eyre, and instead they're making Tommy Wiseau's Twilight.
And referencing Jane Eyre. For
Yeah.
no discernible reason, because high schoolers...
And maybe they had to read Jane Eyre.
because Betty needs to sound like she's smarter than everyone else, you guys.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but you can do that without quoting literature that nobody else would have read. And yet somehow everybody gets that reference.
And maybe they read it in high school. Oh, sorry, that just made my mind bounce. So I went from book reading to school to Mr. Phylum, the biology teacher, to the Lodge family lawyer, Sourberry.
I mean, if we want to talk about subtle things you're putting in the background too, because Mr. Phylum.
God damn it.
They also had this very subtle poster when, in 2 episodes back when Betty and when Betty's confronting Cheryl about Polly, they stand opposite each other in a room, and there's a poster of a pregnancy anatomy between them on the wall.
Was that what that was? Okay.
There are very few things that could be mistaken for.
I don't know, maybe it was a tumor.
And
A baby-shaped tumor?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was in pain.
And the attempted symbolism after Veronica finds out her father is involved in even more shady things than she originally thought.
Oh my gosh, my dad is shadier than I thought he was? Because he's super shady?
Rips off the pearl necklace. The pearls,
Clatter to the floor.
yes.
It's so symbolic we completely forgot about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Until...
Then we brought it back at the very end of the montage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although they did make it very clear that Veronica's father was blackmailing her this episode.
Yeah.
Which is, that's a fatherly thing to do.
And yet she's...
Help me get out of jail or I'll make sure your mother gets in here with me.
And yet she still testifies on his behalf.
And she gets a nice string of pearls out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but it should be stated that this is the episode where people start knowing things. Again, there was the aforementioned Ms. Grundy Archie romance, but then...
Well, there's the whole confession session.
That too. And then there's Alice talking to Betty, like, so I was, that guy, he's Jughead's dad, but who's the he was talking to some long-haired boy. It's like, oh yeah, that's Joaquin, Southside Serpent. Southside Serpent dating the sheriff's son. It's a small town, but it's not that small. And people are like, wait a minute. And suddenly, all of their 2 neurons start firing and connecting synapses that were never there before. And, well...
Like magic.
And it's not a surprise to us because because
we've actually seen all the interactions that he's had with MP and with Kevin and with the other people, so we know.
Yeah. And Jughead's dad is looking more and more suspicious because when he finds out, oh, that girl suspects that Hiram killed Jason and such and such and such, he's like, okay, that's not good. So Something's happening there. There's some truth to the nuggets of the
Crazy.
yeah.
Yep.
So, anything else we didn't cover apart from the fact that Cheryl's horrible? Again.
Well, I think you actually hit upon something here, because this entire mystery seems to now kind of resemble the California Gold Rush, where you take a hose and you start hosing down the mountain until the foundation's rotted away before you get any truth, before you get any
Gold.
valuable nuggets.
Huh, what a visceral metaphor. Or visceral simile, I don't know.
Metaphor.
Okay.
Similes only used like or as.
Oh, I thought he said it was like the gold rush, but okay.
Well, said it's like the gold rush, and then he gave us a nice big metaphor.
Ah. Yes, I see. So yeah, that's unless there's anything else, I think that's gonna be all for tonight.
Yep.
We have work in the morning, and let's face it, I think 4 episodes of Riverdale might have that's kind of a record for us, and our brain muscles feel strained. Don't get a yawn going. Yawns are catchy.
Yep.
Well, it's actually getting toward my time of night, so.
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Anything else we should cover? Sorry, Catbug.
Colin, I think we're going to need to have an intervention next.
Yeah.
We might not need to film that, but we should have it.
Okay.
Alright, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the show.